Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hades, Episode 2. So, as some of you may recall, last episode we got our asses kicked by the hydra, and today we're going to be striking back. So, first of all, though, let's talk to Hypnos.
Owie, looks like the bone hydra of Asphodel just stomped you that time, huh? I hear each of its heads has its own nasty tricks. That must be tough.
It was unpleasant, yes.
That is certainly a word for it.
Happen to know whom I should thank for the weapons just outside my chambers, Achilles?
I'm sure I wouldn't, lad. Though if I happen to run into them, I'll let them know.
How you holding up, boy? Eating well lately? All three mouths full and happy?
Each terrifying maw of the infernal watchdog Cerberus responds affirmatively, one after the next, as if to reassure the ever-doubting prince.
You don't like it when I pet your other heads, huh? No.
Once again, Cerberus is, of course, the best boy. Okay, let's talk to Dad.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work, and here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once we are finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
So this
Some
is
sort
the
of special offer for me, my good shade.
house contractor. They allow you to just kind of, clean up the house a bit, make it nice, allow you to go ahead and provide your own designs and such. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Fountain Chamber here.
Work authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of Tartarus sounds like an excellent idea.
So basically what that
Something
does
from
is,
Fates.
as we are running through the game here, we will have the opportunity to run across fountains, which will allow us to gain some health back. So that's going to be fantastic. And then, we also have a lot of just general aesthetic things we may or may not be playing around with. We'll see how I'm feeling.
Next must be someplace else.
What once was a small lounging area within the House of Hades now is sealed off, in utter shambles, since the multi-headed Cerberus tore the space apart, mourning the missing prince.
Cerberus destroyed the lounge again.
Oh, hello.
Please make yourselves at home.
The prodigal son returns. Everyone's saying I went easy on you, Zag.
Don't worry, Meg. I eventually managed to get home the painful way after all.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get past me again like that, you best go all the way. Now leave me be and don't think you're gonna be so lucky next we meet out there.
Somehow, I think we'll be okay.
God.
Okay. We are going to go ahead and pick up Greater Reflex, Shadow Presence, and Chthonic Vitality. We're going to pick 2 pops of that. Okay, cool.
Done.
Okay, excellent. So, let's talk about what went wrong last...
on
Oh,
schedule.
hang on. Talk to Skelly
Hey,
first.
Skelly, you look like you know your way around Tartarus. Found some of this ancient Titan blood out there, and I was looking to score some more.
Ah, you come to the right place regarding that there, pal. It's your mean weapons back there that can find this stuff. Once you get all the way through Tartarus with one, that's all the blood you're gonna get. For the time being, anyhow.
How am I supposed to keep track of which weapons I've earned these with, then?
I don't know, there's always the invention of writing stuff down. You'll figure something out.
Oh, sweet Skelly. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab
Stygius, blade of the
Stygius
underworld.
here, because I do actually want to grab
Strength.
the
Using that thing.
next pot of Titan blood, because I want to grab the 3rd form of the bow. It's here. In fact, let me just show you. Oh, I can't show you yet. Never mind. In that case, we shall just descend with Stygius, and you all will just have to wait and see what it does.
All right, one more time. That looks like a Daedalus hammer. Enchantments for my weapon.
So basically what Daedalus hammers do is they provide a bonus ability, or they change the ability of whatever specific weapon you're using at the time. The upgrades are all weapon specific. For instance, the sword gets Curse Slash, which I absolutely love, and that's what we're going to be picking up. But as you can see, you'll also pick up Piercing Wave, which is super useful, as well as Supernova if you're into actually using your special. We're going to grab Curse Slash, and we're going to hope for the best, because I forgot that I only have 20 HP.
Each time the prince delves back into the underworld, its ever-shifting chambers realign to frustrate his attempts to perhaps map it out.
Built to ensure no one gets out. We'll see about that. Witches.
So, I promised a little bit more banter this episode, and I intend to deliver. So let me ask you a question, folks. What is your feeling on the excellent game Dragon Age Origins? Because I, for one, and perhaps I've given away the game here, think it's fantastic. I love that game. And in fact, I'm thinking, because with the recent announcement of Dragon Age 4, of perhaps doing a series here on the channel of a playthrough of the entire Dragon Age series. So all the way from Dragon Age Origins, we'll probably do Awakening and all of that DLC, and probably Dragon Age 2, although I've never actually played Dragon Age 2. So it'll be interesting to see if I end up actually going through with that one, and then running through Dragon Age Inquisition and all of that DLC. So I'm thinking about doing a run of that just in celebration of the upcoming Dragon Age 4 and as an excuse to play Dragon Age on the channel here. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, because I happen to love those games. I think they're fantastic. They're tough, they're fun. I just really, really love those games, and I'm looking for an excuse to play them. Even if you guys don't want it, I'll probably still end up playing it, because, well, it's more for me than it is for you guys. I'll be 100% honest with you. But I picked it up on Steam, so I need to find an excuse to play it. So if that's something you guys are interested in, be sure to tune in, because that will be something coming to the channel here soon. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's do the heart today. We did Cup yesterday. Met our good boy Dionysus, but I want to talk to the goddess associated with this heart, because her boons tend to be super, super useful. I mean, there are other more useful ones that we'll be coming across later, but they require me to make it all the way to the final boss. I don't have to beat him, thank God, because, that fucking fight's hard. I think I've beaten him twice on my personal playthrough. And again, as I will remind you all, I, have quite a few more upgrades in that game than I did in this one. So, I want to make sure that if we do get to that point, we actually stand a chance. But,
Hi there. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello, hello there, little godling. I have to say, you're quite the specimen, and so I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
Aphrodite. Love Aphrodite. Okay, we are gonna go ahead and grab Heartbreak Strike.
Interested? And the power to break
will,
hearts? Sure, I don't see why not.
Weak in our enemies, which means they deal less damage, and later we can pick up an ability which actually, when enemies are inflicted with weak, they actually take more damage as well, which is, I don't have to tell you, incredibly useful in this game about dealing damage to monsters.
A key to a weapon.
I didn't actually check and see if the microphone was working for this section, so hopefully it is. We're gonna go see Artemis here. because Papa wants a crit chance.
A divine arrow.
So, Aphrodite reached you first, did she? Sounds exactly like something she'd do. She has a knack for trouble. So, let's just stay focused here.
Okay. We are gonna grab pressure points again. I don't think I've actually grabbed it before. We'll grab Deadly Flourish. It's good. And then we're gonna go see Zeus. So yeah, so the Dragon Age series. That is gonna be happening very soon. Because but what I've noticed is it's incredibly difficult to find a solid playthrough of that on YouTube. I mean, I've looked all over the place. There are very, very few videos of it, and I want to change that. I want to bring a fantastic game from 2005 to the world of YouTube, and I don't know, I think it would be an incredibly fun playthrough for the channel, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I have put more hours into Dragon Age than probably any other game.
You're on Olympus, nephew. We take care of one another and support each other. Quite unlike how it must be there in your father's grim domain. No wonder you intend to leave.
The shade from my extended family never ceases to amuse. We're gonna grab Lightning Reflexes just because it deals a little bit more damage than the other one. Oh! What's this?
Thank you for picking up a bit. Hey, Prince Ed. Must look like I'm slacking off with the old boulder here, but I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway? And, what are you doing here?
Well, you know, just out on a little stroll is all. Do me a favor, though. You see the Fury Sisters, let them know I was headed down the way I came from, will you?
Oh, I'll let them know, all right. I hear you loud and clear, Your Highness. I'll just go about my business now, and you take care.
So this here is Sisyphus. He has quite the Sisyphean burden. Yes. He pushes a big rock, and he gives us healing, darkness, or gold. So we're going to be taking the darkness here, because our HP is fine, and frankly, I don't really care about the gold. And we're going to go and keep moving here.
Well, you take care.
In Greek mythology, for those of you who are familiar, Sisyphus was damned to push a big-ass boulder up a hill for all of eternity after he died. I don't remember why. That is... Admittedly, I know a lot about Greek mythology. I'm a little less well-versed when it comes to mortals. You know, I know my heroes, I know my demigods, I know my gods, but when it comes to the punishments of Tartarus, my education is slightly lacking. We're going to do the HP here. Okay, cool. We got time. We got time. We're not going to have to cut this into 2 videos. Everything's fine. That is one nice thing about the attacks in this game. Even if you don't have the deflection from Athena, you can still knock projectiles out of the air using just your basic attack or your special. Which is fantastic, because, you know, I don't like taking damage. I don't know about you. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in that Dragon Age thing, what I'm thinking about maybe doing is putting together a poll in the chat, and we'll decide what our origin is going to be in that playthrough. And actually, it may end up becoming a stream instead of a reoccurring series, because I think that game actually would work very, very well for streaming. You know, just with it being a longer thing, I don't want to have a 1,000-part multi-series. As it was pointed out to me by Hokura yesterday, Let's Plays frequently die on YouTube because the almighty algorithm dislikes us. So I'm trying to figure out how best to go about doing that. I'm thinking we might stream it, and unfortunately that means we won't have Hokura because it is a single-player game, so it will just be yours truly providing all of the voice work and scintillating conversation, but you know, what can you do? We're gonna do pomegranate here. This run's going incredibly well. That pickup of the healing lifesteal is just lovely. We are gonna go ahead and grab Deadly Flourish 2 here.
Sharpen my senses.
Some of you might be confused by that, considering we haven't really been using the special as much as we should.
And
but
there you are again. Lord Hades ought to lock you up rather than let you run amok in his domain like this.
I'm sure he'd welcome all this feedback from you, Meg. Or maybe you're just pining for my father's job.
I have no envy for your father's position. Besides, I happen to enjoy my own responsibilities.
Oh, sweet Meg. As I mentioned before, Meg is one of my favorite characters in this game, and I am very much looking forward to getting to know her a little bit more as the game progresses. Oh, fuck. 1 second. Gotta do some bullet dodging here. I ain't got my my bullet hell skills down yet, unfortunately. Oh god. Oh god. You see, what's nice about the lifesteal is now it no longer matters if I take damage, because I can just heal myself at any time by just beating the shit out of things.
Alright, you wretched shades appear. Dodge this.
Man, you can really feel how low of a level we are right now. Because usually, I would normally be done with this fight by now. Meg would usually be dead by now. So I am definitely feeling the lack of upgrades. But hey, we haven't died yet, so that's huge.
Not through with you yet. Stand still.
Ooh, baby. Oof. Hey, there we go. That fight went incredibly well, and very, very happy about that.
I did it.
Awesome, awesome.
I know what to do with this.
Now we're gonna push on. Wow, so it looks like these videos might end up being a little bit longer than I initially anticipated. So we may, early on at least, it may become pertinent to split these into a couple videos. I'm not 100% sure yet. Because as I said before, I want to keep these less than 40 minutes, if we can. But we shall see here. Oh, we got a sparkly.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. There they persist until the end of time.
Or until I crush their bones to dust.
Well, all right. Keep it positive, Zag. Keep it positive. You know, the whole thing with the Dragon Age run, though, is unfortunately, if we end up going through with this, which I think we will, then I'm gonna have to play through Dragon Age 2. And so I want to make clear, I've played a little bit of Dragon Age 2. I fucking hate Dragon Age 2. It is not a good game. Like, it is, and I don't think that's a controversial take to have. It's widely considered to be the worst Dragon Age.
Got to hold on.
But I feel like if we're gonna start the journey, we better do the whole thing. You know what I mean? As much as I'd love to just skip Dragon Age 2, unfortunately, Inquisition is directly related to the story of Dragon Age 2, so we're gonna have to play through it. Which means I'll be taking the piss out of Dragon Age 2 the entire time, and a little bit of Dragon Age 3 as well. We're gonna go ahead and do this. But, you know, I think it's... I don't like that game. It's not a fun game for me. Partially because I have to play as a human, and I fucking hate playing as humans. But also just, I think, you know, you lose... It doesn't have the same charm that Dragon Age Origins had. You know? It lacks something. I don't know what it is, but I find it a little lacking. And, you know, some people may point to, oh, it's because of the voice work. But I don't think that's it, because, you know, I loved Mass Effect. Mass Effect was a fantastic game. And the voice work there didn't bother me at all. I thought it was fantastic. And, you know, BioWare... This may be a little controversial. I think BioWare's storytelling is pretty solid, usually. In the name of Hades. I think BioWare's, you know, their storytelling is pretty solid. Now, it has problems. Dear Lord, does it have problems. But I find them to be incredibly engaging and to be a lot of fun, and I enjoy a lot of what they bring to the table. One second. Let me just snap. But there's just something about Dragon Age 2 that I don't enjoy. It just doesn't quite... It feels... Well, partially because it was rushed. I mean, they started developing that game before they even finished Dragon Age Origins. They started developing Dragon Age 2. And you can tell. It feels like it. From what I've read, you know, so many of the environments are reused. And it's really unfortunate. But I'm hoping that with this playthrough, we'll be able to have a lot of fun with it, and I'm gonna make myself do it. It doesn't necessarily mean I'll have fun with it, but hey, once we finish Dragon Age 2, then we can play Dragon Age Inquisition, which I think is fantastic. I think Inquisition is the only game... Well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say, I think Inquisition is the only game besides Dragon Age Origins that I have played through at least 15 times. But then I remembered Fable 2 exists, and I have played Fable 2 God knows how many times. That is a game we will never be getting a stream of, because it's not good. I love it, but it's not a good game, and I don't think it would be appropriate for the channel. You know, especially as... I don't know. Maybe we might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what you guys want. If you guys want me to play through Dragon Age 2, not Dragon Age 2, Fable 2, I will. But I don't think it would work very well. I don't think people will be interested in that. But, you know, I also think people like Let's Plays. But the algorithm doesn't, so you understand my difficulty here. There we go. Cool.
Until next time, gigantic Gorgonhead.
Did you happen to know, my kin, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest? You have, for I am keeping count, and I am most impressed.
We're gonna take the extra damage.
The will to fight.
And pick up some force.
Get me out of here.
So yeah, I want to clarify that statement a little bit. I very much enjoy Fable 2. I think it is a fantastic game. I really, really love that game. But the thing is, I don't think it would work in the context of what we do here on the channel. Maybe it would. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and it would be incredibly fun. But I think the fun of Fable 2 doesn't come from the main story. The fun comes from, for me at least, you know, marrying villagers and sleeping with them and all of that stuff. And I just don't think other people would enjoy watching that as much. And, you know, if I'm wrong, hey, feel free to correct me and let me know in the comments, because I would love to find an excuse to play through Fable 2 again. Although, I don't know if it's on Steam. That's the other thing I'm a little apprehensive about. And if we play through Fable 2, I feel like we also need to play through Fable 1, and then if we play through Fable 1 and 2, it would feel weird if we didn't also play through Fable 3. And you couldn't get me to play Fable 3 if you put a gun to my head. So maybe, you know, maybe Fable's just not gonna happen. I don't know what to tell you, folks. Fable stands out there. I'm sorry. I hate Fable 3. It's a bad game. It's dumbed down. And yeah, I mean, you know, the addition of being able to combine different kinds of magic in that game, I thought was really smart, and it was a logical continuation of the system. But I mean, there's just so much in that game that just doesn't work. It doesn't have the same, like I said about Dragon Age 2. It just doesn't have that same charm. It doesn't have the same magic. And you know, I mean, I could say the same thing about Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition is not as good of a game as Dragon Age Origins. There, I said it. It's prettier, and it has some, you know, I mean, the dragon fights are incredible. Spoilers for Dragon Age 3. There are dragon fights. Who would have guessed? But I don't know. It just doesn't scratch me in the same way that Dragon Age Origins does.
Power of Olympus.
I think that there's some jolt damage.
Power.
Alright, Hydra time. So, quiet time, folks, because I gotta beat the Hydra. And as much as I'd love to continue talking about Dragon Age, I feel like I gotta give Lenny here some respect. Because otherwise, he will kick my ass. Granted, we actually have a Death Defy going into this fight this time, which is huge. There we go. Okay, phase 1 is done. Begin phase 2. I'm starting to see the power of the that special. That upgrade from Artemis is huge. We might make it all the way to Elysium today, which is exciting. That'll be the first time we've done that on the channel. I know it's only episode 2, but you know what? I'm excited. Actually, what I'd really love to do on the channel is stream some fucking Zelda, but unfortunately that would require me to own a Switch, which I don't, so I don't think that'll ever be happening, unfortunately. But, man, oh to dream. Plus, then we'd also have to get a capture card, and you know, unless the channel really takes off, I don't think that'll ever happen, unfortunately. But I'll tell you what, if we ever break 500 subscribers, I'll do the Legend of Zelda Spectacular, and we will do a playthrough of, I don't know, we'll probably do Wind Waker, because Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda. That or maybe Ocarina of Time. I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually beaten Ocarina of Time. But woo! There we go. Hey, Bone Hydra down. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be making it to Elysium today.
Should fetch me something good back home.
Which is super exciting. However, kind of running out of time here. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put a cut in here. And we will continue on through Elysium next episode. And I think on top of that, what we're going to go ahead and do is... if we die in Elysium, and I'm gonna let you folks know right now, we're gonna die in Elysium. We'll do a second run as well, because I don't know, I feel like just doing Elysium is it's a little cheap, and I wanna give you guys a little bit more. So we're gonna put a cut in here, and I think we're gonna call it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and if you do subscribe, remember to hit that bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. Remember, every day, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be doing an episode of Hades. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and take care out there. Bye-bye.